motion going on in the old concrete that almost appears like lightning.
Yeah.
And I don't know if any of you guys are Jewish, but I have some really close friends that are Jewish. And whenever they go visit a loved one in the cemetery, out of respect and honoring, they always put a rock.
Yeah.
So we're seeing random rocks being placed by the visitors, and it must be popular to the
You didn't do
degree.
that?
No, to the degree that Stock County put 2 tables there, because people like to hang out here. So this was one family. I think this was the Lone Tree family, and then this was the Stacy family. This was the Jones Funmaker family, and this was the Leonard family. So we made sure we named everybody that was a part of it. But I really asked them to think about who are we as Ho-Chunks? And one of the things is that we have 12 clans of the Ho-Chunk, and each one of those are divided into land clans or earth clans, sky clans, and water clans. So that's why it's earth, sky, water. And thinking about the imagery, the colors, maybe you have a person in your family whose name represents something in Ho-Chunk, so they depicted their name. Maybe they're just talking about sight words. So Mimike is how we say butterfly. And the tile I did was Leaf's logo, and that's right. But we're pretty proud of it. And it's been up for 5 years now, and no vandalism, and everybody seems to enjoy it being here, and it saved us as a nonprofit. If we hadn't gotten this commission, I don't know if we'd be standing here today. Yeah.
And it's nice that the Man Mound makes an appearance.
Yeah, I saw that.
Neela did that. Neela Stacy.
This is just more, like, even more impressive. And, like, all the pictures that I've seen of it, like, I'm just, like, in front of it, and I'm like, whoa. Like,
So-
it just didn't do it justice,
Oh,
you know?
thank
the
you.
pictures. It's gorgeous.
So I designed it, and I've been working in clay tiles for a long time. I was really looking at the topography of the bluffs, and that's where these edges came.
Oh, okay.
So if you picture it just right, you can see that this will kind of carry into that edge. But I also specifically did positive areas and negative areas. Because to understand Ho-Chunks, you must acknowledge the negative. The forced removals, the genocide, the residential homes, that part of our history, in order to appreciate the positive. And we can't be afraid of making people feel shame. I mean, that's their feeling to feel. When I say my history, I'm not saying that to shame anybody. I'm just saying that because I don't want the same thing to ever happen to any of my grandchildren. Yeah. So anything you can do to help the lives of my grandchildren and 7 generations from now in the position that you're in would be greatly appreciated.
We have to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
No,
not.
Mark couldn't speak to a high school group last week because of committee assignments, and then staff are spread out everywhere too. So I actually was nominated to speak to this high school group, and they were actually dressed up in suit ties, the whole 9 yards.
Was it a public or private school?
Public, but kind of an AP type level.
Oh,
And
okay.
I get there and I see that, I'm like, oh, and I say hi, and then before I know it, the notebook's coming out with the questions ready to go. I'm like, oh god. But of the questions asked, I would say 40% were about climate change. These are
They're-
high school seniors, and they were really upset with Senator Ron Johnson saying everything's fine. I'm like, listen, he's old. He's not going to be here. You guys are going to be here for a long time. You got to keep on asking these questions. You got to make the change because it's going to get really bad really quick
Yep. Yeah.
if we don't.
Well, it's in his generation that are still calling us Indian. I've never been to India. I love the food. But our people didn't come from India.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, where you were in Green Bay, 15 miles away to the east is where our creation story takes place, in Red Banks. So that's Maawakacak. That's
My parents'
holy
farm
land.
is only about 10 miles from there.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm more towards Kewanee.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so just south of there.
Yeah,
So
that's
I know
sacred.
Exactly, know
That's-
exactly that piece.
Yeah, and the European story of Nicolay is loud and proud there, but you won't see anything about, if it was Christianity, then it would be all about, this is a creation story site, but oh well.
Keep working at it.
Yeah, our story will be told at some point. So my husband he's a jazz musician, but he's also, he works in wood and steel. So he does all the wood and the steel work for us. Yeah, I just add those things to his honey-do list.